Imagine a dark, rainy night in 1984. A young woman, Sarah, is found murdered in her apartment. The scene is a mess, a clear struggle. Detectives work tirelessly, collecting every piece of evidence they can. A few strands of hair, a faint, smudged fingerprint on a glass, and a strange, unidentifiable fiber on her coat. They question everyone, follow every lead, but the case goes cold. The evidence they have is just not enough. The technology of the time can only tell them so much. The hair could belong to dozens of people. The fingerprint is too smeared to match. The fiber is a mystery. For years, Sarah's case file gathers dust on a shelf, a silent testament to a crime unsolved and a family's unanswered questions. Fast forward to today, a new generation of detectives, armed with technology that the original investigators could only dream of, reopens Sarah's file. This is where the magic of modern forensics begins. That single strand of hair, once just a physical clue, now holds a treasure trove of information. Using mitochondrial DNA analysis, a technique that wasn't available in the 80s, scientists can extract a genetic profile even from this tiny, degraded sample. This type of DNA is passed down from mother to child, allowing investigators to trace it through maternal lines and build a family tree, narrowing down the pool of potential suspects from millions to just a few. Remember that smudged fingerprint? Back then, it was useless. But now, with advanced digital imaging and enhancement software, forensic analysts can lift the print layer by layer, clarifying the ridges and valleys that were once a blur. They can compare this enhanced print against massive national and international databases in seconds. This isn't just about matching points anymore. It's about algorithmic analysis that can find a match with a much higher degree of certainty, even with a partial print. What was once a dead end is now a potential direct link to the killer. And what about that mysterious fiber? In 1984, they might have looked at it under a microscope and guessed it was from a type of code, but that was it. Today, a technique called spectroscopy comes into play. By analyzing how the fiber interacts with light, scientists can identify its exact chemical composition. They can determine not only what it's made of, say, a specific blend of wool and a rare synthetic polymer, but also the dyes used. This information can be so specific that it might point to a particular brand of clothing or even a specific batch made in a certain year. Suddenly, that tiny fiber tells a story, linking a suspect to the scene in a way that was previously impossible. These advancements didn't just appear overnight. They were built on the backs of landmark cases that pushed the boundaries of science. Think about the first time DNA was used in a conviction. In 1986, in the United Kingdom, the case of Colin Pitchfork revolutionized criminal justice. Two young women were assaulted and murdered, and police had a suspect, but couldn't definitively prove his guilt. A scientist named Sir Alec Jeffreys had recently discovered a method for DNA fingerprinting. The police, in a groundbreaking move, decided to take voluntary blood samples from thousands of men in the area. The original suspect even had a friend give a sample for him. But eventually, Pitchfork was caught, and his DNA was a perfect match, making him the first person ever convicted of murder based on DNA evidence. This case set the precedent and opened the floodgates for using genetics and forensics. Fingerprinting has a long history, but its reliability was supercharged by technology. The move from dusty index cards to the Automated Fingerprint Identification System, or AFIS, was a game changer. Suddenly, police departments could share data and search millions of prints in minutes, not months. A case that highlighted this was that of the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, who terrorized California in the mid-80s. A single, crucial fingerprint lifted from a car's rearview mirror was run through the newly implemented AFIS system in Los Angeles. It got a hit. The print belonged to Ramirez, whose picture was then plastered all over the news, leading to his capture by a group of brave citizens. Without that rapid, automated search, he might have continued his reign of terror for much longer. Toxicology, the study of poisons and drugs, also has its heroes. In the early 20th century, a forensic scientist named Charles Norris and his chief toxicologist, Alexander Gettler, fought against corruption and junk science in New York City. They meticulously developed methods to detect poisons that were previously untraceable. In one famous case, they proved a woman hadn't died from indigestion, as a crooked doctor claimed, but from arsenic poisoning by analyzing her exhumed organs. Their work established the scientific rigor that modern toxicology labs rely on today, allowing us to detect infinitesimal amounts of substances in a victim's system, revealing clues about their final moments. So, let's go back to Sarah's cold case. The mitochondrial DNA from the hair strand points to a specific family lineage. The enhanced fingerprint gets a hit on the national database, matching a man who was arrested for a minor offense years after Sarah's murder. And the fiber? Spectroscopy reveals it S from a specific type of work glove sold for only a short period in the early 80s by a company that supplied the suspect S former workplace. Separately, these pieces of evidence might be circumstantial, but together they weave an undeniable narrative. The suspect, now in his late 60s, is brought in for questioning. He denies everything, just as he likely would have in 1984. But this time, the detectives lay out the evidence, piece by scientific piece. The DNA, the fingerprint, the fiber. It's not just an accusation. It's a story told by science, a story that has waited decades to be heard. The weight of the evidence is overwhelming. He confesses. After all these years, Sarah's family finally has answers. Justice, long delayed, is finally served. This is the power of forensic evolution. It's a quiet, relentless pursuit of truth that never gives up. It transforms cold, silent cases into stories of justice. Each new technique, each refinement, is a promise to victims like Sarah that they will not be forgotten. The evidence might be old, but the science is always new, constantly shining a brighter light into the darkest corners of the past. It shows us that even when hope seems lost, the truth is often just waiting for the right tools to uncover it. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of forensic science.